Hi, I'm Ryan Wagner, and I'm here to talk to you about proper use of sanding tools. So here we have regular sanding paper, which is 180 grit, mostly used to remove paint. Next we have wet sandpaper. This is 400 grit, mostly used for finishing a low quality or starting a high quality paint. Next we have these three, which are block sanders. Spongy, hard, and rubber. They're specifically meant for flat surfaces just because of the way they're made. And next we have the sponge sander. I almost forgot that one. Which can be used on some surfaces because it is kind of flexible. And it goes in like that. Kind of flexible. Next we have the longboard sander, which is mainly used for long body panels because of the way it's shaped. Now we have the DA sander, which can be used on pretty much anything you can think of, such as finishing paint or paint primer, to removing paint, to even
Hi everyone, I'm George Aaron, and I'm going to show you how to use the DA sander. First, we're going to be using 80 grit, and first you put it on to the pad so it's Velcro. It just goes on like that. Then test it, make sure everything's right. So it's good right there. So we're going to start sanding here. So first, start it on the car flat, make sure everything's flat, and start sanding. You don't want to keep it in one spot too long because it can wear a hole in the clear coat. So just go back and forth.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of safety and how to use this properly. This is the spot blaster. So when you're plugging it in, make sure to keep your hand off the trigger, away from people, and to plug it in carefully. So, I'm going to show you how to use this properly. When you're using this, push it up against the metal, push it really hard, and slowly squeeze. In slow bursts, use it a little bit at a time. That's all you need.
Hi, I'm George Aaron, and I'm going to be talking about how to sand with a sanding block and a sponge block. And wet sandpaper and dry. So first, for the dry, you start off with 400 grit for finishing. That's what you start with. And this block, it has little teeth in it, as you can see. And you just clip this here, this end into it, push it in, and you push down on it so it holds it. Then you pull it over here. And you do the same thing on the other side. And you make sure all the area is covered on it, so like there's no gaps and there's no black in it really. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross sand first. So when you're cross sanding, you just go at a 45-degree angle, you come up, and you cross it over. So it's cross, and then cross this way. Alright, so you get the memo of that, right? That's with a hard block. And now we're going to go to a sponge block sanding. This is wet sanding, so this is 600 grit. You should usually jump from about 100 grit. So you go to 500, you went from 4 to 5 to 600. And what you do with this, it folds over it, so it goes like this, then it folds, then you fold it again, And then when you're doing this, you just take the spray bottle, squirt, 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 right? Make sure it's wet where your area is, and then just come and cross sand again at a 45-degree angle, and then cross sand, and then once you get down to it, you can spray again and just keep going. Make sure your area is always wet when you're using the wet sandpaper, because if you don't, then it could damage the vehicle. And now for Scotch-Brite. This is Scotch-Brite. It's used to get into like small places that you can't get and take away the shine. So when you're going like in door jams and stuff, you can sit here and curve it around here. Like you can come in here and go like this, get all this and everything. So it's used for tight places and small places. And that's Scotch-Brite. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Ryan Wagner, and I'm going to show you how this is used for. So this is longboard sand. This is the kind of sandpaper you use for it. It has little Velcro clips for this part right here. This is how you put it on. Terribly, by the way. Alright, anyways, it's on. So the grit I have on this is 320, mostly used for taking off rough primer. And basically, rough primer starts out looking like this. And what this does is it comes in, and it starts to cut away the tops of it until it gets low enough and low enough to match flat with the panel, and then we come in with another grit to finish it off. And this is also what this is used for. Thank you. And this is how you use it. So basically, lay it flat. Always has to be on a flat surface that's never curved, because if this goes over curves, it could mess up a paint job or mess up whatever you're working on really easily. So basically, like George said earlier, cross sand, back and forth. Just pause it.